Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Time for the facts to make your brain go. Now, we talked about it before the break, where there was a hospice nurse named Julie McFadden. She wrote a book called Nothing to Fear, Demystifying Death to Live More Fully. She interviewed hundreds of other hospice nurses about what they hear on the deathbed of a lot of people. And these are the top 3 regrets most often heard from her hospice patients and others. So I thought this would be a good fact to put out there today because we're on this journey and hopefully everybody listening is not near death and not in hospice. But if you are in hospice, thanks for listening. We appreciate you. You know, maybe we perk you up a little bit. I don't know. I mean, maybe out near the end.
Is that going to be your claim to fame? You know, they'd be often in the hospice wing.
You know, number 1 with 85 to dead hospice people.
Yeah. My mom works in hospice and she likes the show.
That's right. I forgot about that.
She does marketing for she tells you this
marketing?
She's like, this is the hospice you should die in. This is where it should be.
What do they do to like bring people in? Is it like they get like my chem to perform?
Exactly.
How do they do it? I don't know how you do it.
She books Twisted Christmas and hospice performances.
I knew it.
Yeah, in all seriousness, like, how do you do that to sell? We have the best beds?
She had good sheets.
The most peaceful way to go out. She's very into, like, the last moments of your life should be very peaceful and stress-free. It's a noble job. I hate hearing work stories. Every work story she has is about somebody dying. It's awful.
Yeah, and that's the end game. Like, if you sell cars, at the end of the day, you sell a car.
That's right.
Hers is someone dies.
That's so real.
And
well said.
But she is a
She's
saint.
like, but peacefully. Nailed it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, very nice. So here's what probably your mom heard these probably. And I don't know from the marketing department, but, at least
she's like in the room for some of these. I don't understand why. I know you have an office. Be in the office, not where people are, but nevertheless.
I thought maybe they gave her a desk with a nook in it in the same room with someone who's in hospice.
She's taking a call.
Right. All right, so here we are. We'll start with number 3. These are the top 3 things that people have said on their deathbeds of what they regret that they did with their life. Number 3, and by the way, Kenzie said retire early, that they didn't retire early enough. And Case said didn't buy enough concert tickets, which tracks. So they regret how they navigated their relationships is the 3rd biggest regret of people on their deathbed.
I bet.
So basically they're saying not saying sorry when they should have, not reconnecting sooner with an estranged sister, or caring too much about what people thought. And then not living the life they wanted, but living the life people around them wanted, and that affected relationships. Mm-hmm. That's pretty powerful. Because nobody wants to say sorry. My bad. I'll take the hit on this one. You know what? My bad. No one wants to say that. Yeah. Well, maybe everybody should do that more often and just get over something that's stupid, and then it grows into something where you're not talking to your brother anymore or whatever.
The I'll show you turns into, well, that sucks really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, not good.
So today, maybe reach out to someone you have had a petty beef with. Maybe it was an illegitimate beef. Say you're sorry, get back in it, and see what happens. I have people I haven't talked to, and I have one person I'd love to reconnect with, and I can't figure out why we lost track of friendship.
Can I start guessing who they are on the air?
Sure. Go ahead. Start the list. Who do you got?
Never mind. I'm thinking it through.
You got somebody on your mind. I don't know.
That's on me. I should bring it up. That's fine.
All right.
I'll hit you in the commercial.
All right. We'll
right.
We'll get to that one later. Number 2 on the list of biggest regrets of people on their deathbed from hospice nurses. So they wish, and this relates to Kenzie's, I think, they wish they hadn't worked away their life.
Period.
Now, here's the explanation on that. Some people worked intensely right to the years leading up to retirement, leaving them with limited time to appreciate it. And then some of us, have to work all the time because, listen, let's be honest. We have to work because everything's too damn expensive now, and there's no way to just say, I'm going to retire to an island somewhere. You can't do it. It's hard.
Actually, I don't know if you saw that couple who realized that, like, if they sold their home or whatever, gave up the expenses of, like, a car and a whole, like, and rent even,
sure.
Say that, so you're saving that monthly.
Yep.
That they could actually just afford, because they would sell their stuff, to constantly live on different cruise ships because everything's all included.
Oh, and it was cheaper than paying rent.
It was literally cheaper than paying rent.
Wow.
Because they're like, well, we don't have a car payment, obviously.
Yeah.
We have a ship instead.
God, what's a ship payment?
Yeah. And so, like, yeah, and then they didn't have, like, rent. You never were fixing anything around the house. You didn't have a bunch of, like, tedious things, like decor items. Oh, they kind of let a lot of that stuff go.
Now, they still had jobs working remotely from the ship, right?
Maybe. I don't remember that detail.
I wonder if they had some kind of income.
I black out once you say work. I'm like,
but... Once you heard cruise ship, you were like, done.
Done. Hey.
Yeah. I
It's a
don't
good
know.
idea.
Case you could sell your albums.
They're not worth anything. Nobody wants the albums I have.
God, that's sad.
I know.
Because people usually brag about their album collection, like it's going to be worth about 10 grand when I retire.
No, not mine.
No. I think that the albums Cases bought, the people selling them are like, oh my God, this is awesome. Like they probably had to find like packaging to ship it. Like what the hell? Does anyone have an envelope? We just got an order.
They said, forget the album. We'll just come to your house and play for you.
Jeez Louise.
We'll give you a live
We'd
show.
love to meet you.
So finally, the number one regret people had on their deathbed, and this also relates because Kenzie, you kind of had two things in there a little bit, retiring early, but I think you a little bit also alluded to your health. And this is just something they said they wish they'd appreciated their health when they had it. The number one regret from people on their deathbed, which, you know, I think there's a lot of people in your mind of regrets you had. I'm not sure that was what you had on your bingo card there for that one, but I can relate to this because Saturday I sneezed and tweaked my back. And I was miserable for about 3 hours.
I'm not trying to laugh at you. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's laughable. I tweaked my back. For 3 hours, I was in tons of pain. Then it went away and it was fine. But during that 3 hours, I started praying, saying, I wish I had Friday's back the day before. Please, Lord, just give me the back I had yesterday.
Give me the back I had yesterday.
Not a bad back. So, but it's amazing when just one thing happens to your body, all of a sudden you realize that, wow, walking is pretty awesome. If I could just keep walking the rest of my life, and once something happens to your health and it's permanent, you can't do it anymore, it's like, geez.
It's like that feeling the first time you take a breath and you have a stuffy nose and you forget what it's been like to breathe clearly your entire life. You're like, I guess this is just how it's going to be now.
Oh,
I have a
man.
stuffy nose permanently. I'll never breathe right again. And then it goes away and you calm down. But that first one, you go, this is my life. This is what it's going to be.
Yeah, you don't realize how great your nose is on a day to day.
Yeah, or your
You don't
back.
know.
Or your back.
Or your back.
Yeah.
I've hurt my neck since London. My neck's been jacked up, so every time I sneeze, I want to cry because my head whips forward and it hurts. And I don't think I'm ever gonna have a normal neck again.
Yeah.
I think this is just it.
And you said, I wish I had my neck from, I don't know, 20 years old.
Yeah, I wish I had my other neck. My other neck was awesome.
Yeah. So those are the three things to appreciate now so you don't waste time. These are the people that were dying on their deathbed, and that's what they said. They regretted how they navigated relationships. Say you're sorry today. You try to make up with someone you banned. They wish they hadn't worked their life away, and they also wish they'd appreciated their health more. Those are the three facts that make your brain go boom and have no regrets.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q 101. You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Klash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin. Q 101.
Well, here we go. Those Papa Roach and Rise Against tickets on the line. If Kenzie wins, everybody's going to have a chance at these tickets, so everybody should stay here and enjoy the competition. And we're bringing back a long-lost friend, Lorinda, from yesterday, who was on hold, and then we lost her, and it was tragic. So let's bring up Lorinda again here from Sugar Grove. Lorinda, ahoy. Are you with us? Let's hear.
Ahoy, Brian.
Hi.
I'm here. I'm here.
Sounds pretty clear.
At least
sounds
she's here.
Are you on a landline from prison right now? What's going on?
You know what? I'm not. I'm in a car outside of my doctor's office.
Big doctor's appointment today.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Of course.
Duh, Kenzie.
I'm in love with her. I want to keep her.
Doctor giving out a lot of
God.
nitrous oxide this morning.
Among other things.
Well, Brian, shush. You told me you weren't going to tell.
Yeah, she got that laughing. She got that good.
Need some of that. Nah, me.
Okay.
All right, here we go. First one to 5 wins. We'll see if we get through this. First one to 5 wins. Listen carefully. If Kenzie gets one wrong, you can steal a point. She can do the same to you. Call heads or tails, Lorinda, or should I just give it to her because, she got dropped yesterday?
Oh, give it to her. You can call heads or tails.
Call heads or tails, Lorinda.
Tails.
It's heads.
Suck it, Lorinda.
Try harder.
Sorry.
All right, Kenzie, you're up. Question number one.
Alrighty.
Meghan Markle played the role of Rachel Zane on what USA Network show?
It was the other one. Suits.
The other one. There's 2 shows on TV,
Well,
on USA.
I was thinking it was like Mad Men's like the Office-y one. I was trying to think. Suits. That's
Yeah, Suits. And then she married a prince.
The guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you were
Good for her.
confusing it with Rizzoli and Isles or Royal Pains or one of the other USA
No,
Network
I didn't think she was
shows.
on The Crown, you
Okay.
jerk.
All right.
I love
You didn't do
her.
a cameo? You didn't do a cameo in The Crown?
All right, Lorinda, let's go. Here's your first question, Lorinda. In Napoleon Dynamite, what type of animal is Napoleon's grandmother's pet, Tina?
Chinchilla?
It's not a chinchilla.
Good guess.
Very cute.
What is it, Kenzie?
A llama.
A llama.
Okay.
A llama.
Tina, you stupid lord.
Sure.
My husband will kill me on that one.
Oh my God.
God. I know how I can kill somebody who has a beautiful laugh like you
I
do,
know.
Lorinda.
He tried to kill her. She'd be giggling.
Choke me, I dare you.
Oh, you just made me snort.
Oh my God. I love her so much.
All right, who's up? I lost track.
It's 2-0, and it's back to Kenzie. We've only done 2 questions.
Oh, my
This is
God.
I feel like I've been on the phone with her for an hour.
Everybody buckle up. Listen, I promise I have
We're
some
doing
mission
this till the
breaks.
end of the show. So slow down.
Okay, back to Kenzie.
Yeah.
Okay, Kenzie, what type of race is the Belmont Stakes?
What?
The Belmont Stakes. What type of race is that?
Honestly, I'm sorry. I thought you meant like ethnicity for a second. Like what race are Belmont Stakes? Like, I don't even know what that means.
Well, clearly black, yeah.
I'm like Latino.
So,
Me?
what type of race is the Belmont Stakes?
Is it horse?
It is a horse race.
Thank God.
Damn it.
All right, Lorinda.
You couldn't forget that answer today, huh, Kenzie?
I'm
You
sorry.
couldn't forget the horse today.
I learned my lesson.
Yeah, but you're kicking my ass.
I need Lorinda to give me a good laugh to save for the stinger, so I have no sound effects or none
You
of us
don't
talking.
have one yet?
No, we're laughing with her. Lorinda, give me a good laugh. Go ahead. You're funny.
I can't right now.
We'll get her.
Okay. See, for the stinger is a thing I hit when I hit sound effects, like, Case hit something.
Yeah.
That thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And Lorinda's laugh will be saved in all eternity, much like our souls when we pass away. And it is.
Oh my God.
I can't do this.
Brian, I think we got one of her laughs.
Okay, that's fine.
I think we're good.
Okay. All right, who's up and what's next?
It's 3-0, and it's back to Lorinda. Lorinda needs a point.
Give her a question for the love of God.
All right, Lorinda. The scientific name for laughing gas is what?
Oh, nitrous oxide.
That's not fair. It's in her car.
She's looking at it
She's
right
cheating.
now.
Oh.
Okay, I love you.
3-1, back to Kenzie.
Kenzie,
What?
tax evasion eventually took down what legendary Chicago mobster? Tax evasion took him down.
I don't know. Al Capone?
It was Al Capone.
Okay,
Just
I
guess it's
I
fine.
had no idea. I was
That's
going
what
to say
happens when you do
Shakira.
research on the Teamsters.
That's
That's
right.
right.
Guys, stop giving her reasons to do trivia research.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Lorinda,
Yeah.
The Black Parade was an album released by what band in 2006?
My Chemical Romance.
Hell yes. They're going to want you in the front row, baby.
Are they?
Yeah, I do. I want to be in the front row.
She'd be very distracting.
Okay.
Okay.
Is this to Kenzie now
This
for the
is
win?
this is to
Where are
Kenzie.
we?
It is 4-2. Kenzie has 4 points. Lorinda has 2. This is Kenzie's question. She can win it with the correct answer.
Kenzie,
Yeah.
what type of animal was Bambi's friend Flower?
Oh, a skunk.
I was a skunk.
I don't care though.
Oh.
Well, don't boo me, you bitch. What the hell? I'm about to give you the tickets. He's throwing tomato at me.
Hold on.
I'm gonna give her the tickets, but good lord, you have to, tomato.
She booed Kenzie. Okay. There's no way in hell you're not getting the tickets.
I know, give her the tickets.
Yeah.
I love you guys.
We love you too, except for the booing. That's negative.
Brian, I rooted for you to come back to Chicago for years. I just
thank
love
you.
guys. Kenzie, I just love having you on, and you're a breath of fresh air in the morning.
Oh, I love you.
saying.
What about Case?
And then for Case.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. And time to talk about this Costco recall that I'm going to play the Undertaker's theme. Is all I could think of.
Seems unnecessary.
Well, here's why. I'm playing the Undertaker theme because I feel like this is the death knell for society that Costco had to recall this item for the reason they did. Now, you think of recalls, you think of, there's probably some plastic or glass in a food item or listeria that was very big in 2024, tragic in some situations. Mm-hmm. And sure, I'm glad someone catches things and recalls them. So Kirkland butter, by the way, I'm a big fan of the Kirkland brand. We use Kirkland milk for Harper. I buy Kirkland everything.
Me too. We have a lot of Kirkland stuff.
They're kettle chips. Forget about it.
Oh my God! Do you get the truffle oil ones?
Oh, so Kenzie
Listen,
got the truffle
bitch.
ones. A little upset that my location doesn't have them again now.
No.
So they ran. Sometimes Costco will have an item that has a short run, let's say. So they still have them at yours.
Yeah, well, we got 3 bags because I'm like, listen, I love the truffle oil. I ain't messing around, baby.
Case, these are kettle chips with truffle oil and sea salt.
Oh, I love the smell of them. I just smell the bag.
Must be nice.
It is nice. I got 3 bags.
I know you don't have truffle oil chip money, but
No, I don't have Costco money, let alone the things inside of
No,
Costco money.
Are you kidding me? It's how you save money. I had lunch for less than $2 the other day.
I will say this big family bag is like $6.
It's unbelievable.
You can afford it.
Must be nice.
Yeah, okay, well,
Rockefeller in the morning. Must be nice.
How about Zuckerberg and Musk or something?
More of a
I don't
Rockefeller
want
guy.
to be Musk.
He made $15 billion in
I know,
one
but
day.
I don't like the last name. I don't want to be called Muskie.
I'll be Musk for $15 billion.
Fine, I want Zuckerberg. Sounds fun.
All right, there we go. We got the new name of the show. Case, get that up on a billboard quickly.
All right, hold on. I got graphics working. I'm going.
So Costco had to recall 80,000 pounds of Kirkland butter, which is delicious. I buy Kirkland butter.
That's a lot of butter.
I didn't buy all 80,000 pounds for
was
me.
it you? You have to go back to the... Can't believe I have to go back to the store.
They said we have to recall 80,000 pounds of butter. The good news, it was one guy, Brian. It was him.
Right? You just got an email?
So Costco voluntarily recalled this item. They didn't have any kind of FDA involvement, but they did a voluntary recall because the butter didn't say it contained milk.
What?
Now, I understand there's probably going to be some people that come at me for saying this, of like there's people who are vegan or someone has an allergy to milk. It would have been nice to know that the ingredients were milk in this Costco butter.
Most people who, if you will not eat any, or I suppose drink, I don't know, but you eat butter, so it's confusing. But if you can't have milk, right, or any kind of dairy, there are special butters. Like, that. Like, you wouldn't just go buy regular butter.
Thank you. No regular degula butter
Period.
out there. You should know since kindergarten that butter is milk. Butter contains
dairy.
milk. It's dairy. And meanwhile, Costco recalled it because of some social media activity of like, well, they certainly screwed this one up. Well, okay, it's butter with accidentally not saying milk's in the brand or in the ingredients. I think we should all know that. Let's be common sense people, and let's not be children. You're an adult. You know when to buy the butter. It probably has milk in it.
Were people freaking out?
People freaked out over it, and then they said, you know what? We're going to voluntarily recall it all and get the label right that says this butter has milk in it.
That's so annoying. If this is like when they put instructions on candy bars. Have you seen this? Where
I'm
it
not
says
sure.
where to tear on a candy bar?
Wait, what's the label?
Like instructions on candy bars. Like it says
how
like
to
where
tear
to
it open? Sometimes they're hard,
You
though.
can't get in there. You can't have it. That's the rule. I'm sorry.
If you can't get into the candy bar,
You can't have it. That's on you.
All right, that's fair.
It's like the prize at the end of the maze, baby.
Yeah.
You better figure it out.
Yeah. I just think at the end of the day, this is it's a bad look for society and humanity.
And you know what? It's also bad, like, on the environment. To take that back and throw that much product away is very frustrating. Just give your butter to your neighbor and go get, like, that who I guess can have milk. There's no way that many people purchased that butter with thinking that it wasn't dairy-based. There's no way that many people did.
Do you think Costco has a person that's using a Sharpie to add milk to the ingredient label and just save all that butter? It took it back.
It's not good. Like, just give the butter to somebody else because they have to get rid of all of it.
Yeah.
That's so bad.
It's tough.
I'm wondering, Brian, if there's a way, you know how from like AT&T you can buy a refurbished phone?
Yeah.
If you can save money and buy refurbished butter. All this butter had to go somewhere. It's got to be in a warehouse.
I will absolutely buy the discounted even more Kirkland butter from Costco that's been recalled.
I would. It was unopened? Absolutely. Or like if it was slightly open, I would just cut that piece off, scooch it over, use the rest of the butter.
I don't care if people took a slice of it. I'll still eat that butter. I'm going
just
down.
in case, though, what if they took a bite out of it? My grandpa used to do that.
Bite a butter stick?
Yeah. He used to grab a stick of butter and chomp into it.
My hero.
I'm like, okay.
There goes my hero.
Like, also, it's like an expensive snack. Like, butter's not cheap. I would be pissed if, like, my husband just ate a stick.
I will say that I've bitten into butter before and then put bread in my mouth, and then so it was like butter and bread.
That's fine. That's totally different.
So I was making it in my mouth because I was too lazy to spread
No,
it.
yeah. You were not raw dogging the butter at that
Thank
point.
you.
It had like accoutrement. It's fine.
I'm glad I'm in a safe space where I can share something like that and understand.
That's completely acceptable. I have totally squirted whipped cream in my mouth as an accompaniment to like ice cream because I didn't feel like building the whole thing.
Boy, if you want to win the social media award this week from our company, make a little video of that.
Okay, that's nice. Me building the sundae in my mouth, then chocolate sauce, then sprinkles. Listen, it's tough sometimes. You only have a minute.
Casey, ever squirt anything in your mouth?
My man.
Oh, you can't ask him that. And of course he has.
Yes, of course I have.
Hello.
Have you met me? Syrup, butter, insert other items here. The whole list.
That's what you should have been. You're like a glory hole for food.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, and we continue updates on the monkeys that have been accidentally let loose in South Carolina from a place called Alpha Genesis, which has given me nightmares that the company named that experiments with these monkeys for products that go on humans. It's outrageous. It should be banned. And, well, these monkeys escaped. They were tired of it, and they got out. Actually, someone just left a door open, and they can't use their fobs to get back in because it locked them out. So these monkeys, there was 43. 30 of them, as we announced, have been recaptured. 13 are still on the loose. And according to our report yesterday, in South Carolina, the police are asking people not to use drones to look for the monkeys because it could, quote, disrupt their behavior. We don't know what's been going on with these monkeys in the experiments, which they shouldn't be doing, by the way. But I have a friend in South Carolina who told me, quote, the monkeys are 47 miles from me and moving in.
Moving in?
Yes, they're approaching.
They've been seen with boxes.
Yeah,
Do you think monkeys could buy a U-Haul?
moving in on his location.
Gotcha.
They're not packing up a lamp and moving toward him. These monkeys.
Did you clarify?
Honestly, I better now because you guys
Yes.
said that. I better answer him and say,
Exactly.
Can you be clear with your statements? He's scared though. He lives in South Carolina. 13 monkeys that we don't know what's going on. Now, the latest update on the monkeys, still 13 gone, but the latest update is that these monkeys, the legal status of these monkeys, they have a path to freedom legally in America. These monkeys.
As they should.
That's right.
I have been saying this.
Well, no one likes the idea of experimenting on monkeys so we can have
No.
better lipstick. That's pretty much what they do with those
It's
monkeys.
just not right.
You
What
just
it should be is people sign up willingly for things like, like food tastings and stuff like that, but you sign up for it.
Yep. Would you
Do you
sign
get
up
paid?
would you sign up to test like makeup, let's say?
Yeah. But maybe like food.
Well, who's going to do it then if you're not?
Some people would. Some
Okay.
people do that kind of stuff. You
Yeah.
like taste testers and things like that.
God, a taste tester job sounds cake. And I'm no pun intended there. I just mean
Do you want to taste as cake or do you mean it's what do you mean?
it sounds like an easy job.
I thought you just got sidetracked. Like taste tester sounds what cake? I was like, doing a show with a squirrel.
Give me some cake. So these monkeys have a path to freedom based on a case that happened just a few years ago. It was a recent court case involving an elephant named Happy, who was living in the Bronx Zoo, who can only assume that he was anything but happy in the zoo at the Bronx. And a lawyer came in and actually made him a legal person entitled to freedom And then they removed the elephant. He got freedom into, what do you call a place with a lot of animals?
Like a sanctuary?
A sanctuary is the word I was looking for. Thank you, Kenzie.
Yes, an elephant sanctuary.
So Happy is now happy in a sanctuary. And
Good.
if these monkeys could obtain a lawyer, the 13 ones that are out there, maybe for the 30 that have been captured, they can go back and say, hey, my other friends, they got to get out too. They could use this case as precedent, get a lawyer, and go do it and get out.
How'd the elephant get a lawyer?
That's a good question.
How did he find a good lawyer?
All I know is when I
Just want to know.
when I started getting this information, I just pictured a monkey in a suit as the lawyer.
Well, probably a monkey has been through this and knows how to represent his people.
I would think so. I mean, imagine a monkey in court arguing for his fellow monkeys. I mean, how that would sound. I mean,
You can't handle the truth.
They are within their rights. How dare they get bred just to be an experiment?
I agree.
How dare they?
I think we're all in agreement on that. It's ridiculous and it's terrible. And
then everyone's trying to catch them. They escaped. We should all be rooting for these monkeys.
No, we should not.
Yeah,
Here's the problem.
We all know what side of history Case would have been on based on this discussion.
The right side of history.
Yeah, I bet.
Here's the problem. These monkeys have already been experimented on. I'm for a future where we don't experiment on monkeys. These guys don't make the cut, though. They need to be captured and put back in captivity before they play with God. I don't like the way these monkeys are going right now.
I'm not saying they should just be able to buy homes in South Carolina. I'm saying...
why not? Why can't a monkey have a home in South Carolina?
I'm saying they should at least be in a sanctuary, a monkey haven, instead of being captured by the testing facility.
Well, they actually bred these monkeys too. Like, so that's the argument. Do they own them because they bred them? Like, if you breed your dog, do you own that other dog, or that dog is he free and you just happens to be in your house?
You should be free. You don't own life, man. What's up?
Why'd you become a hippie from the 70s all of a sudden?
Tommy Chong in studio today.
I think I'm the only one getting this.
No, we
I
get
don't
it.
appreciate it at all.
But I guess
this is sick.
when Case sees Planet of the Apes for the first time, and he'll review it on Friday, it's going to live into his fears of what he's talking about when you experiment on monkeys, and then they're not happy about it, like these Alpha Genesis monkeys.
Alpha Genesis monkey is such a horrifying phrase. I'm telling you. I am not a lipstick guy myself, but I don't want to test lipstick on monkeys. What I'm saying is it's too late, and you can't put toothpaste back in the tube,
right,
and you can't unexperiment on monkeys. I don't trust these 13 out there. I think we need to lock them up, throw away the key, and act like this never happened.
Again, it doesn't sound good. Like, without context, you saying that sentence is not good.
Well, what you have to do is
Very
really...
aggressive.
I mean, the main thing is if their attorney is like, Lerner and Rowe, that Lerner of Rowe of the monkey community goes and defends them, I think everything should work out just okay. I think it'll be fine,
You can't handle the truth.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.